try to go through this. I have two presentations today. The first one, we're going to talk a little bit about the finances of the Rotary Foundation. And then this afternoon also we will talk about the $200 million challenge. So let me start by discussing the finances, which I know is of great concern to everyone in this room. In 2009 and 10, the Rotary Foundation received contributions totaling $158.9 million, which is nearly $15 million greater than the previous year. This excludes any funds that came in from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Most interesting, I think, to ones here are that the Annual Programs Fund contributions came to $100.4 million. And that was a $4 million increase, or more than what the goal was set at for last year. Polio contributions, excluding the Gates Foundation, were $41.6 million, which is $12.1 million over the previous year. We all know about the market conditions and what happened 3 years ago when the market started going bad. And those of us that have money in investments know that we did not do too well in a lot of those investments. Neither did the Rotary Foundation. However, last year we did have investment returns of $54.3 million, which recouped almost 1/3 of the losses from last year. The trustees approved a $20 million conservative investment in order to establish the reserve fund for operating reserves. We have been able to significantly increase the funding this year for matching grants while effectively supporting the Future Vision pilot program. At the June meeting, the trustees approved new investment policies for the Foundation's annual program fund. The new policies are designed to reduce the equity risk in funds and portfolios and increase protection against the risk of inflation. The permanent fund investment policy was modified to add inflation protection assets such as Treasury inflation-protected securities, commodities, and real estate. The trustees also modified the spending policy for the permanent fund to allow more flexibility in spending from individual endowment accounts whose market values exceeded their accumulated gift values. The continued volatility of the financial markets requires consistent and constant vigilance on the part of Rotary senior leadership and management. Careful monitoring of expenses and more strategic investment policies have played a key role in maintaining financial stability over this past year, and we will continue to apply these successful tactics throughout the current fiscal year. The trustees have approved a budget for non-pilot districts of $16,887,000 for educational programs, $44,790,000 for humanitarian grant programs, $485,000 for 3H programs, and $8,110,000 for district simplified grants. We've also approved a budget of $15,020,000 for club and district developed global grants for the Future Vision program, $1,500,000 for packaged global grants, and I know there are 2 districts here that are part of the Future Vision program, and we've included $6,365,000 for district grants, for a total restricted expenditure from unrestricted annual programs fund of $93,157,000. We've also approved $63,550,000 for the Polio Plus program. Well, where are we as of today? The annual program fund is up 0.74% over last year. Polio is up 57.43% from last year. The permanent fund is up 13.75% from last year. And our restricted fund is down 23%. For the total through October 31st is $36,810,000, which is up 6.87% even in these times. The improved market conditions have also led on our total investments of $770 million. To date, we have a return of $71 million on those investments. The total return so far this year is $20 million greater than last year and $59 million greater than what the budget was, because we budgeted very conservatively. It is our foundation. It doesn't belong to me or Sam or anyone else. It belongs to each of you sitting in this room. I encourage you to continue to support the Rotary Foundation. Do it with enthusiasm as you do your year and as you continue to work to improve humanity. There's an old saying that says, enthusiasm is contagious, and nothing great has ever been achieved without enthusiasm. Enthusiasm breeds success. But ladies and gentlemen, the only place I know that success comes before work is in the dictionary. So we must work if we want our foundation to continue to grow and to continue to prosper. I ask you to follow up on the goals that you set at the beginning of this year. I also ask you to establish goals for next year so that you can have a measuring tool by which to accomplish what we need to accomplish through the Rotary Foundation. We are limited, in my opinion, by two things: our imagination or our lack of imagination. If we can imagine what we can accomplish, we can in fact achieve it. We will not accomplish increasing the giving to the foundation if we do not ask individuals to give to our Rotary Foundation. We will not be able to do more matching grants if we do not have more funds. We will not be able to do humanitarian grants if we do not have more funds. And all we have to do is look at the faces of those individuals that have received help through the foundation to know that our efforts are worthwhile. So I ask you to please proceed with next year with 5 little words. I will not be denied. Those 5 little words, plus the characteristics of perseverance, enthusiasm, and integrity, hold the key to the success of our Rotary Foundation. Paul Harris once said, the power of combined effort has no limitations. You're sitting here, you're talking to district governors, you're talking to individuals, and they say, well, I'm only one person. I can't change the world. I can't make the foundation a success. But as one individual, you certainly can do your part. A former chaplain of the United States Senate once said, I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something. And that what I can do, I ought to do. And that what I ought to do, by the grace of God, I will do. As members of the foundation, let me say that the world is looking to each and every one of us right now. They're looking to us to help them with their food, their water, and more importantly, they're looking to us to help them create world peace and understanding. Mother Teresa once said, the fruit of silence is prayer, The fruit of prayer is love. The fruit of love is service. The fruit of service is unity. And the fruit of unity is peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, take with you our foundation. A foundation that was built on the hopes of Paul Harris, the dream of Arch Plum. And let us continue to do the good work that we can by promoting peace throughout the world. Thank you very much.